Hi Scorpio, Christel here with the relationship reading you may be been waiting for, I don't know. Anyway, I just want to warn you, this is a general reading, so I'm going to read for single people and for people in a relationship, and then whatever relationship status you are in. Please know this is general, so I cannot read for everybody or for every single circumstance. So it's very general. If it doesn't resonate, then just leave it. Whatever resonates, take it with you. If nothing resonates, please have a look at your moon sign or your rising sign, because sometimes you resonate better with that. Also, I want to thank you for being here, for your continued support. And at the end of this video, there is a competition that you can enter, and then you can win a free reading with me. So wait until the end and then see how you can enter this competition. But now, let's dive into these cards. I love that your reading begins with the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Wands, because we have a little bit of cards here that tell me about leaving things behind and that stepping out of fear. In between these three, this devil is in between these three. That means for me, the devil is you're ready to step out of fear. So if your relationships in the past, whether you were single or whether you're in a relationship, if that relationship is based on fear, then it's time to not do that anymore. It's time to let the strings of fear, here look, this person is afraid, this person is constantly worried, it's constant in tension, constantly stressed. It's not good for the relationship. It's also not good if you want to be in a relationship, if you want to meet someone. So it's about letting go of those, cutting these little threads of fear, cutting them, because that's a choice you can make, and it's a choice you probably will have to make. And that is a choice you have to make in order to become happy, in order to be in a happy relationship with someone. When you're single, to meet someone and then the relationship to be possible, you have to let go of this fear. Now, if you are already in a relationship, then this fear is sometimes present because this relationship feels like it's good. But your fear is putting things, making things more difficult than they need to be. But that's only in your head. The fear is something that you create in your head. It's your stress, it's your tension, and it's a time to let go of it. It's time to let go of that fear. And that Eight of Cups tells me you are now really ready to say, the hell, I don't need this in my life. I don't need this stress. I don't need this tension. I don't need all of that in my life. I'm going to walk away because that will make my relationship better. Look at the sun coming up here. This woman is walking away from her fears. She's walking to see the good instead of always seeing the dark, the bad. So you can see that this card on this side is dark and this side is light. So she is willing to walk towards seeing the good stuff. And I feel this is important, whether you are in a relationship or whether there is now this sort of relationship possibility coming in. Step out of fear. Because when you step out of fear, things will change. The Eight of Wands, it talks, for me, it's about change, but also about movement. Together with this Chariot, it's about making that choice, really very conscious choice, and taking your power back, stepping away from the fear and moving towards this beautiful light here. So if you're single, there is the possibility of you meeting somebody. That's the Ten of Cups. And it's gonna be quite quick, and then you move in that relationship quite quickly to the light here as well. See the good stuff, go walk towards the light and leave behind these fears. The darkness and the darkness are here. So this is a conscious choice. Now, if you're in a good relationship, or if you're you have a family situation going on already, which means you're in a relationship and you have the situation going on, step away from the fears and see the good in the relationship and move towards making that relationship even better, because you have that in your hands. It is a choice you need to make, and then you can make your relationship better. So it's all about getting out of the fear here. Now I feel here This Four of Swords is sort of a, in this reading, because it is underneath the Devil, but also underneath the movement, it's sort of the card that tells me that you came to that conclusion of that you were always afraid, that you were always stressed and worried, and you've seen that, you've contemplated about that, you have taken time out even out of, being really absorbed in your existing relationship, or taking time out from dating people or seeing or meeting new people, all because you needed to come to the conclusion that it's time to step out of the fear and see the good and not only the bad. Because I feel with this Knight of Wands, this is a happy card. This is a card that brings you passion. So there is a passionate energy. When you're single, this person that's possibly coming into your life is going to fire you up, is going to make you feel alive again. And not only in a passionate way or in lust way, also, just joy, happiness, fire burning, dancing, happiness, just being you and allowing yourself to feel that joy again. And that is very important if you're single. Now, if you are in a relationship, you're stepping away from the fear by contemplating. That is going to make that relationship better again. It's going to fire it up again. It's going to make you more joyful. And a more joyful you is also a more joyful relationship. And that is all because you've made the conscious decision to see the good and go to the light. See the good. I feel the light is to see the good and not focusing on the bad, not focusing on the fear, not being in this situation. Just cut these threads. So let's see what else is going on, or what more I can say about this for you, Scorpio. Okay. Seven of Wands. Nine of Wands. I feel these are past cards. They're all related to that Devil. And the Page of Swords is the one that cuts through these. The Page of Swords is the one that cuts through these threads and cuts through these cards. So the Page of Swords is the one that opens up these ways. And then that and that. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, nothing is 100% sure. Love that. A Ten of Pentacles, which is also a family card, which is also a good relationship card, and the Temperance card. So let's start here with these. I'm going to read them together, because I feel these are the past cards. These are cards that are really related to this Devil, to this fear. This fear has made you defensive. It has brought you conflicts in an existing relationship, defensiveness towards new people coming in if you are single, like sort of a protecting barrier. And here as well, in the dating scene, if you're single, hard work, really hard work. You want to put that behind you now. It's all related to that Devil. And as I said, it's this Page of Swords that cut these threads. And it's the Page of Swords that stops all this negative spiral of negative thinking, of defending yourself, of being in conflict with yourself, with your partner, of finding everything hard because your way of seeing things. And the Page of Swords is this page that comes in after you have contemplated here with the Four of Swords. The Page of Swords comes in, cuts the fear out. Well, it's not going to cut the fear out forever and completely, but it's going to cut the biggest impact of the fear out so that you can see the light. You can see the good stuff again. You could see that, there's another way. Because these two last cards, the Temperance card and the Ten of Pentacles, this tells me if your relationship, if you are in one already, you're going to see the values again. You're going to see the value of your relationship again, how much it's worth to you and how much you love being in that relationship with that person. Again, together with that Knight of Wands. It's bringing you together again with the Temperance card. It brings also protection for that relationship. Now, if you're in the single area and there's somebody coming in and you're starting to see that, it could be a good relationship, and you're making the choice to only see, not only see the good, but mostly see the good and not focus on the negative. This is going to bring in this valuable person, and you're going to see the value of that person. I see these pentacles really as a family card, but also as, seeing the value of the person, but also seeing your own values, what you bring to the relationship and what they bring to the relationship, and then making it work. It's sort of an alchemy card here, the pouring water from one cup into the other. It always gives me that feeling of, trying out stuff, bringing stuff together, a mixture, like a magic concoction. But there is protection, because there's an angel here. There is protection on that relationship, and the relationship has all the potential of really becoming beautiful and becoming fired up, becoming passionate, but also giving joy to both people or more people involved. I don't know how your relationship works, but anyway, and this is so for people in a relationship and for single people, it's possible. Why is this so short? Scorpio. Yeah, sometimes cards are so radical or so the same that I can't say more about them, and then sometimes some readings are shorter than others. So I'm going to now pull the message cards. So 2 cards from the Animal Spirit Oracle and 1 from the Wisdom of the Oracle. So let's see. Transformation is beautiful with the Butterfly Spirit, and Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted. I'm going to start with this one. I feel this Vulture Spirit is really connected to the Devil and the past cards, that, the defensiveness and the hard work. You found relationships hard work. You found dating hard work. You find this relationship, if you're in a relationship, hard work. And you're often in conflict, not only with yourself, with your partner as well. And if you were single, you were often very defensive, keeping people at bay, not letting them in your world, putting this fence up. But all these experiences were necessary, because they were necessary to have you contemplate that there is a different way, and to have you see and realize that it's you and your fears that are keeping you back from being in a good relationship, and that you're finally ready to walk away from it, and finally ready to take, more control over your negative thoughts and cut them out, cut them away, so that you may free up all the space and all the energy to see the good that is possible, that is available to you, so you can have more joy again. Now, that is also, of course, a big transformation. The Devil here, for me, is also the card that says transformation is possible if you cut with the sword here through the fears. And it's inner work. That inner work is being done here by contemplation. And you do that contemplation mostly by yourself. But it's necessary, and you're going to need that time to contemplate, okay, what do I want for myself? Do I want to live in fear that people are going to leave me, or in fear that the next person that shows up is an asshole? Can be a he or a she asshole. And I'm sorry for my cursing, but I do curse, and that's the way I am. Yeah, not all people are assholes. So please see that there are also good people there. And that needs to be a transformation. You have to do the work yourself. Now let's see here. Community. So I'm having a look here. So the face of Spirit is, I think, here. Always hidden in the card. It's beautiful. So community, just let me have a look here, number 8, what it says. Okay, so the relationship message for this year says you're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those you don't share. There are times when you follow and the other person leads, and times when you lead and the other follows. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another. I feel that here there's a dance going on, but also here with this movement and the transformation, you need to learn to really dance in your relationship. Accepting the truth that everyone has flaws is part of that dance, yet you are also being asked to be aware of the dynamics that you don't want to repeat. The dynamics you don't want to repeat, these ones. You don't want to repeat them. You want to walk into another direction and have more control over, these flaws and also this way of seeing things. You're in a perfect place to make changes here, transformation, in order to experience the best version of who you can be together. I feel that this card here is the best version of who you can be together in the relationship. Now, the other meanings are, this was the relationship message. It's about the community, it's about belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, the sense of family that is here and here. And this also is about being seen and heard, because this is a card of community as well. And values, sharing the same values and seeing the worth, seeing your own worth, but also the worth of other people. So that is a message for you, Scorpio. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked this reading. If you like this reading, of course, give me a like. It always helps. Subscribe maybe to my channel if you are considering that. Click the bell. You're alerted for when another reading comes out. And now for the winning a free reading. So how do you do that? Very simple. Go to the comment box here on YouTube, only on YouTube, because you can find me on various social media channels, but only on YouTube, and write in the comment box the word Grace, Grace. And I'll put your name in a bowl, and on the 31st of May, I will pull a name out of that bowl, and then we'll set it up how, and I'll explain how you can contact me for that reading and how it works. So if you want that, just write Grace in the comment box, only here on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram with a daily card. You can find me on Twitter with a daily card. You can find me on Facebook with a daily card. You can find me also on Instagram and other social media where I do new and full moon guidance cards for all of the signs. So check it out. There's a full moon coming up on the 26th of May, and there will be a sort of little film for each of the zodiac signs for that full moon. That's it for now, Scorpio. Hope you liked it. Hope to see you soon. Full moon maybe on Instagram, and otherwise readings coming up for June, of course. Bye for now. Bye, Scorpio.